What's up, YouTube? This is Joe, the 50-something Dasher, with a part 2 slash follow-up to yesterday's video where I talked about the DoorDash's new Pro Shopper level, where for those of you that on DoorDash do the shopping orders, if you meet certain criteria, then you can be considered a pro shopper and supposedly have access to higher paying orders. Okay. So yesterday's video was originally recorded on April 19th, and I dashed that weekend, the 19th, 20th, and 21st. I did not meet the requirements, so I was not a pro shopper last weekend. Fast forward to this weekend, which would be the 26th, 27th, and 28th. I did meet the requirements. So in this video, I want to kind of follow up to a couple of the things that I was unsure of in yesterday's video and respond to those. And then what I want to do is I want to go through all of the shopping orders that I received this weekend, and just to kind of give you an idea how from what I can tell on certain shopping orders, and we'll get to that, on certain ones it did seem like I got higher overall, like higher paying priority orders. So anyway, couple things from the last video. So one thing I mentioned was that it kind of seemed to me that are my stats like really going to change that much, or because I kind of compared it to my my on-time delivery percentage with DoorDash, and how it kind of seems like that never changes for me. But these shopping stats, they do change. So maybe not during the dash, but I did notice, between last weekend and this weekend, uh, when you log off of a dash and before starting the next dash, it does change. The stats change. So, um, and then also, I wasn't sure. Okay, in the last video, I said, well, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about percentages over your lifetime shopping orders, or what are we talking about? And I've come to find out it was last 40 deliveries. So your last 40 shopping deliveries is what the percentages are based off of. So I have to assume it's a rolling 40 orders. And then the last question I had in yesterday's video was, so what changes? What are the perks going to be, or whatever? Well, the perk that I got for this weekend was $1 extra on select, not all the shopping orders, but select shopping orders. I got $1 extra. So for right now, that was the perk, and it says that it's through the end of May, for right, unless they change that and extend it. But as of right now, it says through the end of May on my end. But anyway, so we'll run down the different orders here, that starting with Saturday. So this is the very first one where I saw that I was I had no idea that I was reached the pro shopper status until I first logged in Saturday morning and got this offer. And then there you see the stats. Made 6 out of 6 on the metrics, and now qualified. So pretty easy order, 7 items, but only 3 things to shop for. And so had that done in like 27 minutes. And there you see like the base pay, the $1 extra, and the $3 tip. But you'll see how on all of these or most of them, this weekend I made pretty good time. So this was 10.75 in 27 minutes. So that's not too bad. Look at this one, 32.75 for a stacked shopping orders. Now, notice on this one, so I was a little bit confused here because so this only had $1. So what is it? Is it only $1 extra per offer? Like at this point, I didn't know, but come to find out, the dollar extra was only for like the grocery stores in my um, zone. So, or super center. So, like Target, Meyer, Giant Eagle, Aldi's. So, the other, like Michael's, Best Buy, the dollar stores, the stores that don't have groceries, they didn't qualify in this. Um, so I didn't receive like the dollar for any of those orders. And so that kind of leads me to wonder something else here. So if I don't know, so now like on the Michaels order, I didn't get the dollar for that. But when I go into Michaels and shop those items, am I like if I substitute something or refund an item or whatever, does that count against my does like my last 40 shopping orders? Does it still count as a shopping order as far as the metrics go? Because I'm not getting the dollar for it. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so I took that at 9:27, and I don't have a final end screen for this, but there's going to be another video coming out on this for this Aldi part of the order. I actually had to pay for that order with my own money and get reimbursed. First time I've ever done that. I still need to record that video, and that watch out for that video. That'll be coming in the next couple weeks or whenever that video comes out. I'm not really sure. But anyway, next. Here you see this Dollar General did not include that dollar. So 15.50, 6 miles, shopping 14 items, and I declined that probably because of the item count. Um, this one includes it. 16.50, 5.7 miles, and I took this, and this took me 41 minutes to make the 16.50. So again, not bad. $24, 17 mile. I think this was a decline. Yeah, because of the mileage. Uh, and a decline here. So notice how on the shopping orders for like the dollar stores and the Best Buys and those don't seem to be like higher paying. They like this one right here. This is very extremely mediocre to bad order. So with this pro shop, nothing's changing with those type of orders. Again, raunchy decline here. 16.20, a Subway and a Michaels. So nothing special about that. Um, this one, that was a decline. $16, 10 miles, but you gotta shop 20 items. Um, Now here's another higher paying one that I took. $32, 17 miles. You see here like a lot of multiples in that. Um, and this was a heavy order. Look at this. 4 6-count bottles of Diet Mountain Dew. 3 6-count Dr. Pepper Zero. bag of potatoes, 24 pack of Pepsi, heavy order. But you see on the next screen, only 26 things to shop for because of the multiples. And had that delivered at 2:33. So this is like an hour. What is this? An hour and like 17 minutes for $32. So pretty good there. 16.50 the dollar pro shopper promo and a 14.86 tip. I think this was a decline. Yeah, 11.75 10-mile target. That wasn't a good. I guess I didn't really have that good of offers on Saturday. Another bad one, 15.75 14 miles, 28 items. So here, and then I've talked about before in other videos, I'm not doing Home Depot in all likelihood. So that was a decline. Here's this one. This one I took $24, 10 miles, only 11 items to shop for. So that was at three. There's you see here pretty easy stuff, and had that done at 4:39. So 48 minutes, I made $24. So pretty good there. And there you see that the $2 promo, because both of them were grocery stores. So I got $10 base pay, $2 promo, $7 tip, and $5 tip. This one was a decline, $8. 3 Mile Dollar General, I had to shop 12 items. Again, and $9, 6 items. You see here, like I said, the dollar store orders pretty much no real. This isn't affecting those. It's they seem to be paying about the same. Here's a kind of like an updated pro shopper, my stats, 97% on original items, 99 on total items, 0% substitution or quality issues, and 0.26% items that were missing or wrong. And that's another thing. If there was like a wrong item, that I'm not notified of that. It'd kind of be nice if after dropping off the order, I was notified somehow, hey, you got this, but it was supposed to be this, or, something, but I don't know. And let's see. So now this is the first screenshot of Sunday. So this is Sunday, April 27th. So 14.25, 12 miles Meyer. Now this order I took, and I probably shouldn't have took this one because of the long mileage going to South Columbus, but I took it. Now here's another thing with these. Now that you're getting rated on the percentages of total items found, and the original items found versus substitutions and all this type of thing, what happened on this order was I shopped 5 of these items, and then the last thing I had to get was these marinated mushrooms in a jar. Okay. So the item above it was the olives, was in the same aisle. I came to that first. It was in the section it was supposed to be. I found that right away. Boom. Then I go up to the section listed for the mushrooms. Not only could I not find the mushrooms, I couldn't even find the position where the shelf tag where they were supposed to be. And so Sorry about that, folks. Let me put my phone in airplane mode here. And I wasn't sure like what to substitute or if I should substitute, because there's what I did see as far as jarred mushrooms was probably quite a bit different than what the customer ordered, and with price as well. So I was hesitant to substitute. I messaged the customer and a shelf picture, no reply. About probably about 60% of these customers, for whatever reason, just won't respond. Okay, so I came up with an idea on this order that if we're talking about kind of like a mediocre to bad order that I maybe shouldn't have taken in the first place, um, to protect my stats, I in situations like this, I'm just going to go ahead and drop the order. Okay, so so here you see that at 8:05, I had been in the store over 10 minutes, and you see here I'm able to drop it without penalty. Worry free, unassigned, and I select other reasons for my reason, and I don't lie in these. I always put a reason and I don't lie about it. So I put unresponsive customer, added wait time now makes the order not worth my time. Boom, done, confirm unassigned, and I'm off the order. So in the past, what I would do is if the item wasn't there and there was no substitutions listed, a lot of times I would just refund the item, and I'd send a message, a copy and paste message. No response to my text message or phone call. This item's gonna be. I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna check out without this item, and you're gonna be refunded by DoorDash. Yada yada. That's what I used to do, but now then that goes against your stats for being a pro shopper, and so anyway, rather than doing that going forward, if it's a bad order like this one was, then I'll just drop it, you know. And now, if it was a higher paying order and it was short mileage and that type of thing, then I would probably, yeah, I probably would have substituted for something as best I could, or if I felt like I had to, issue the refund and take the hit on my percentage. And then we've got this. I think I took this, 1325, not even 5 miles, shopping 15 items, and then had that done in little over a half hour. So for 1325, so that works. 725 from DoorDash, dollar promo, and the $5 tip. Look at this one, 3658. Only 9 miles, 2 orders, but 83 items from Aldi's. I don't think so, folks. I don't think so. And then right away, 14. This was a decline too. 1425, 11 and a half miles. Michael's and PetSmart. Again, two stores where there's shopping orders, but you don't get the promos on either one of those. Did this one I took 1550, 8.5 miles, 8 items, and had that done in 42 minutes for $15. So yeah, that was okay. And then this was the decline, 1929, 5.6 miles, but 39 items. And then this one I took 1775, 9 item Giant Eagle. This took me 35 minutes to make 1775. So that's another good one. 8.75 the dollar promo and $8 tip. Um, Another high item count Giant Eagle. But look at the look, and I'm pretty sure I took a look at the list here before accepting this. And look at all those multiples. And I think I've got the whole shopping list, all 38 items on one screenshot. So it was 2, 4, 6, 8. It was just 9 things to shop for, and I had this shopped in 10 minutes. So a lot of canned stuff. So 11:35 to 12:22, so less than an hour, made 20.75. 9.25 the dollar and 10.50 tip. And then this, yeah, that was a decline. 9.75. Johnny just didn't want to mess around with that one. This one I took 26.25. Another one paying over $25. 11 miles, 13 items. And this took me about what is that? Like 49 minutes for 26.25. I'll take it. $14 tip on that one. Here's another one. 2 consecutive shopping orders over $25. This is 26.47, 12 miles, 16 item Meyer. And this one took me again just under an hour. So for the 26.47. 12.25 from DoorDash, $1 promo and 13.22 tip. That one it was a decline, 17.25 Aldi, but 31 items. Looks like that might have been a decline too. I think that was like towards the end of my dash, and I wanted something lower mileage, but $23 on that offer. Again, the dollar stores are still lower paying. $9 for Dollar General and Skyline Chili going 15.6 miles. And look at this. Look how raunchy this is. I noticed this like after I declined it. It looks like so I bet that Dollar General's in my zone. We don't have a Skyline Chili here, so that's got to be what the pin position that's out east. That's probably South High, and that's probably where that Skyline Chili is. I'm guessing. So it had me go to my Dollar General, drive out to South High to pick out, get this Skyline Chili, and then come back to where the Dollar General was to deliver. Raunchy as raunchy could be. Decline, obviously. 1 item Meyer. I didn't take this, but because it's almost 15 miles, but 10.75. And then I took this. I think this was my last. Yeah, this was my last order on Sunday. And $26, 43 items. My wife was on her way home. She had gone to meet family up the north end of town and was coming back home, and she met me at the store, and I'm glad she did because there was some bagels in this order that I couldn't find that were frozen. And it's like the second or third time. I always forget that in the bakery department there's like a cooler with frozen bakery items. I can never remember that. That's where those were. And she found them. So thank you to my wife. Had this done in less than an hour for 26 bucks. You know, I tell you what, people, I'll say it again. I've said it many times before, but dashers out there that don't want to do shopping orders, guys, I guess that's more for me to do because that's where the money's at. The money's in the shopping orders, not the McDonald's orders. 13.25, a dollar promo, and 11.80 customer tip. Okay, now we get to today. The record date for this video is April 28th. So today's orders. This one, 850. I went ahead and took this. This took me 26 minutes to make 850. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. 450, the dollar, and $3. 1975, only driving 6 miles, 9 items. Had that done in, what is that, 40 minutes for, you might as well say 20 bucks. Outstanding. $12 tip on that. You know, this one isn't too bad, $12.75. Had this one done in, what is that, 25 minutes for $12.75. Pretty good there. $5.75, the dollar, and $6 tip. Another good one. Another $20 order, 8 items. Here's updated stats for today. So now the items wrong or missing, now that's 0. So I almost like perfect scores here. And then look at this one. This was great here, this triple pan. Now, this is what you call, if you are to be like prioritized for shopping orders, this is what you would get. 39, you might as well say 40 bucks. 21 miles. Yeah, the mileage is, but I'm more worried about the time than the mileage actually. And I only got to shop 11 items total for 3 people. I mean, heck. So, you know, I absolutely took this and had this done in, so what is this? It took me an hour and 13 minutes for 40 bucks. Absolutely. One of the customers was like 5 items. They had a couple things of eggs, milk, and you know, couple things, some kind of like bacon, and one other item. And then customer B was just 3 4-packs of Bang energy drink. That all the same kind. Boom, that's it for them. And then the third customer, again, 3 items. It was just diapers, toilet paper, and trash bags. I mean, easy as easy can be. And then the 3 delivered. There you see, I got $3 promo for all 3 orders. And then, and see, that's I don't know. That's the thing too. Like the one customer, I shopped for, like I said, I shopped for trash bags, diapers, and what did I just say? Toilet paper. Okay, that could have easily been a Dollar General order. You get those 3 things at the dollar stores as well. But if I shop it at the dollar store, I don't get that promo, but at Meijer I get it because it's a grocery store. I don't know. I think it should be on all the shopping orders, but I don't know. I don't know. You got me on that one. See, you don't add the promo on this one, and it wouldn't have been a good order even with the promo. Even if this was 10.50 for 11 and a half miles, it's still not good. And then Ulta Beauty. This might be the first ever Ulta offer that I've ever seen. I don't remember seeing them before, but bad order. And then this is the last screenshot. 10.50, Five Below. I've seen several Five Below offers. I've not taken one since. They've all been like raunchy like this one. I've not gotten one single one that's been good. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. So you see, like, it from all those offers I showed, is not some like the stores like this and the dollar stores and Best Buy, those offers didn't really change, but it seemed like overall for the whole weekend, I did get better shopping orders from the grocery stores. So, and it seemed like this weekend I didn't have to complete as many total orders, to meet I met my goals, every day this weekend. Had close to the 200 on Saturday, had $200 on the nose yesterday, and Monday my goal was 100. I had like 125 or something today, so I met my goals and didn't have to do like a bunch of $5 and $6 orders to get it. So anyway, that's all I have for now for this video. Thanks guys for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks again.